Sean from Sean's Travels, and while I wait for the actual mall to open so I can buy a proper backpack, it's Sunday so the malls aren't open until 11. It's about 10:15 now and I'm at a city park in Ottawa because nothing else was open except Walmart, and its backpacks were not, well, they didn't have enough pockets, they weren't suitable in any way, and so here I am at a park in the city, getting more footage for Sean's Travels. You can see the pine cones and the new growth on some of the coniferous trees here. Now, according to the map, the park has a secondary section, which should be reachable by going over there. Well, we'll find out about that, because where I am is basically just the playground section. So I want to go up here and see if I can find trails through the woods or something. Let me just switch the bag to the other hand a moment. There you go. Again, the screen is rather dark, it's hard to see. Now let's see what that says. Oh, reforestation project. Okay, that's neat. Now, I don't know if a person's allowed to walk back there, but they would rope it off if not. But you see how them cutting the grass only extended to a certain point. And then it stopped. See, it looks like there was once some kind of trail in there. No, there isn't. Yeah, the other park I went to, there was not even a side of a road to go along, and okay, now I see the, oh, well, there is a little bit. Well, that's a bit of mud. But that's what the grass is for, to wipe the mud off. There's something in here, I'm sure of it. This will be the second video from Model Train Show Week. The first one for Sean's Travels was the Dorval waterfront. Well, you know what? I'm getting wet feet doing this, so I'll take the picture. I'll reverse course back to the park. See, there's a good view. And I can crop it so it can serve as a thumbnail. That's probably the best way to do it. And nothing's open except Walmart. No power center store, no, oh, I don't know, any standalone store that might exist. Walmart is open at 8 every day of the week, 8 a.m. Doesn't close until 10 every day of the week. And so it becomes the go-to source for everyone as far as a place to shop, whether they really want to or not. Which is too bad. Alright, now you see why you walk on the small grass. There's a better view of the park. And if you go this way, you might be able to get a wide view. There you go. So that's all for now. Bye-bye. Found the other section of the park. There it is. It has a perimeter trail. That way you don't get your feet all wet. Which is good because it looks like a whole bunch of sports fields out there anyway. Okay, so I will walk around the perimeter trail, and that should work out just fine. And if you get a bit further along, you will see the General Hospital, Ottawa, and the skyline. And then diagonally, of course, yeah. Okay, well, that's good. So I'll continue on for a bit and come back in a few minutes. And much like Kingston, you have an entrance into the park from the neighborhood. Okay, here we go. I have to split the video up again because it was on pause for too long. But as you see, there is a cross path on the park that goes that way, which I might explore that. But first I'll go up to the long end up there, and we'll just see what we get, because it's still only 10:27, so I'll aim for the Saint Laurent Mall to start with, and then I'll work my way along the malls of Highway 17 that way. Oh, well, so that's what this cross path does. It links to a park, like as you can see from the sign. Now I hope you can see the sign with the sun on it. If not, I'll enhance the color. 650 meters, huh? Well, let's just go ahead for a bit. That's kind of neat. Almost like a sumac umbrella. That's kind of what it looks like. Or, I don't imagine they're baby elms. And look in here. Can't see much, I know. But at least there's not a lot of undergrowth. It's kind of a bit like a European forest if you substituted the deciduous for coniferous trees. But then again, that was probably a managed forest. Yeah. Approaching another cross trail up here, and you can see the road to the neighborhood. So what I'll do in this case is I'll turn left. Now this is interesting. Actually, I might be turning right briefly. Here we go. There is a path through the woods. So let's go this way. Kind of like Cold Lake. Well, no, sorry. Deep River, although Deep River had coniferous trees, so this is a bit more like Kingston. And I don't know how far the trail will go before it is blocked by fallen trees or something. Well, alright, that just seemed to spiral off into some kind of dead end. That's not helpful at all. Well, that's strange. Let's go through here. Ah, there we go. So you did have to go this way after all. Okay, here we go. Let's see if this trail proceeds further or if it ends up in a dead end as well. There's a lean-to shelter of some sort over there. So you can see it in the center of the screen. Oh my goodness. There's no trail here. It just all dead ends in the same spot. Okay, back out to the main trail then, which lies in that direction. Out to the left side trail. Get that leaf off my shoe. There you go. And we'll see what we get. Should come out to the street momentarily. Here's the big hydro lines of the park in both directions, as you can see. Ah, look, we're coming out to some sports park extension. Those were the distant sports park lights I saw, and I thought, oh, I won't have time to get out to them. Well, apparently I did, so here we are. Well, oh, wait a minute. Oh, that's not just any old sports park. That is look, that is a schoolyard, isn't it? Yes, it is. Yeah, there we go. There's a good angle, long view. Alright, so we reverse course and we go back to where the first turnoff was, the one that led more towards the general hospital, and that's the one where we'll pick up the coverage. We're at the intersection now. See? There's another sign. So we'll go this way towards the hospital. Now, I don't know if we'll get all the way there and have to take the street back. We'll find out. Good thing I didn't try walking across the field. It turned out to be a soccer field. After all. No, wait. It's not a soccer field. They're holding cricket bats or something. That's what I think it is. Alright, I'm back. So, it turns out there is another section of the park beyond me. I don't know if it's another sports field like this one or not. We'll find out. And you know, when I visited Wasaga Beach during the house hunting trip, I didn't get a chance to see if there were any actual city or town parks nearby. And that does remind me, in the next 6 weeks before I leave Petawawa, I will have to go back to Civic Center Park and get the part that goes through the trails in the woods around the dog park. Just to wrap things up. That's not a trail through the woods either, it's just an impression. Let's see what this is. Oh my goodness, how far does it go? Yeah, you might have to backtrack at some point. See? Look. This is a good place to stop, actually. I mean, I'll come back that way. Come back through that parking lot and so on. We'll just see where the trail hooks around to up here. It's a good time to talk about the future of the travel channel as well. Eventually I will get back to the narrated picture slideshows which detail my road trips throughout the continent in the 2010s. As I was saying, it starts with April of 2011 because I'm doing the narrated picture slideshows for two reasons. Number one, you want to go chronologically through all my road trips. Number two, I want to save space on the computer, and it's a lot easier to put the pictures in order and lay an audio track underneath it. It doesn't take up any extra room on the computer. Because even though I removed from Dropbox all the videos except the ones that relate to month and year or events, it still wasn't enough. The computer keeps saying, oh, you're low on room to such an extent that you can't even combine a 5-minute video and a 10-minute video together. So I have to break up the coverage from the model train show into 2 sections, and you can't even see the thumbnails, like the thumbnails of the pictures, so you can't even tell what you're aiming at. Alright, so the trail did reach its end, as you see. As you can see from here, well, there's the school we ended up at. And there's the hydro line, so you can see the school from the other side across the bulrushes. So what we'll do now is we'll head back and go across the park to the parking lot. Yeah, and there's the General Hospital building. I was born in Toronto General, not Ottawa General. And you have about, well, you had 13 minutes total. This video's run for 9 minutes and 25 seconds, so by the time we get back to the car, having gone across the park, we'll have used out the remaining 4 minutes of room. You can wrap up the video nicely that way. So here we are. Oh, look, they're flying a kite of some sort. Good. Nice neon one, so it can be seen. Look at how wide the parking lot is. I didn't expect that. I'm just going to aim diagonally that way so I can get to my car as quickly as possible. My feet dried out in the sun, so that was a relief. Oh, I hope that person's not running towards me. Is he? No, he's chasing the bird. So's a duck. Oh look, new city development, of course. You know, if they hadn't created green space in the form of parks, you probably wouldn't have any green space left in any city. But I've always found city parks to be the best. Yeah. Alright. It's neat. There are small sections where you can see through to the field on the other side. Almost like midfield passages. Yeah. See, the city park I'm most familiar with, of course, is the one at La Prairie that leads to the Air Raiders landscape. So. But I'm not going to that one in mid-July when I go to the Hobby Club meeting. I will be going to the one called Agrenon Park, which I only got pictures of in September of 20 because I wasn't yet into vlogging. However, it occurred to me yesterday, coming back to Ottawa from the model train show, that I can revisit some of these parks for which I only have pictures and get some video, which is what I did in June of 2015 when I went back to Glacier National Park to replace the pictures that had gotten lost because Dropbox was at a low capacity and my Galaxy 3 phone broke. And of course that's why, as you'll see, or have already seen on the travel channel, I went to those Barrie and Orillia parks as well, so that I could get footage from there. So here's a photo. We have about 1 minute left. So there's a wide angle of the park we just walked through. Well, the field. Here's one of the passages, or two, to get to the sports field, you see, on either side of that big tree. See? Alright, in this case I can go around the park. You can see them playing at the far end. So I can go through this field and shortcut right across diagonally to where my car is, at that stop sign. And that will finish up this park for today. So let's see, this is Sunday, June 16th. So in 5 days, I put up the video from the Dorval waterfront, and a week after that I will put up this video of the park in Ottawa, and then I will get back to the Orillia and Barrie